Alrighty, so it's day 8, and it was the last Monday when we started, and today is also Monday. So yeah, today actually the sorting algorithms that I was talking about yesterday, that I did complete actually, and I learned bubble sort, and then selection sort, insertion sort, and then there was like the built-in sort, and lastly there was this counting sort. So let us move on to the assignment or practice questions for today. Basic sorting pa.java. Okay, so let's just say public class. First of all, let's just import java dot util dot all for now, and let's say public class, I think it's this class, basic sorting pa, and public statico void main string args. What are we printing, brother? Okay, so basically uh, we are given an array which is, let's say, int arr is equal to 3 and 6 and 2 1 8 7 3 6 2 1 8 7 4 5 3 1. So it is 362 187 4531. And basically what we have to do is that we have to sort the array in the descending order, and we have to do it using bubble sort, selection sort, insertion sort, and counting sort. So yeah, in between though I will be referring to these algorithms because I just learned them in like afternoon, and then I was like, then I jumped straight to doing my project work. So yeah, and to be really honest, today was like kind of, I was feeling sleepy all the day. I mean, when I'm not, but it was that kind of day. It was like I was feeling lethargic and lazy from the morning itself. I don't know, did I say it yesterday as well? But yeah. So, anyways, I thought that I will do some revision and then I'll get back, but I think that would have been just too much delay. And since we have nothing else to do, I mean, we have no other questions to do or whatever, since I have not revised arrays either. So, yeah, anyways, enough about that. Also, you might be noticing that I'm not wearing headphones. To be really honest with you, I don't know why I was wearing them in the first place, because it's not like I was hearing something. I was just speaking, and that too in this mic, not in the headphones one. So yeah, today I felt like just not putting them on, so here we are without them. Anyways, let us just yeah, first of all, let me just define this define this method to just print this sorted array, which will take an input let's say print arr. It will take arr as the input, and it will run a for loop, and I is equal to 0, I is less than arr dot length. Why am I having a runny nose? I'm not sure, but yeah, I okay. Sorry about that. I pressed the tab, and it printed. It wrote down the function, but yeah. Anyways, let's just whatever. Not worry about that. So I feel let's just take it slow and let's just write the algorithm bubble sort by ourselves maybe, and then just try to sort the array in ascending order first, and then okay. So I'm just trying to open okay, I'm just trying to open the explanation part. Okay. Oh fuck. Fuck. Okay, I basically copy pasted something. I'm not even sure what. Mm, where was this file? Coding. What was it called? Basic sorting, I guess. Yeah, that should be it for now. Okay, it's basically basic sorting algorithms, and we are looking for bubble sort. So basically, the inspiration from the bubble sort came by like when you like heat something in a flask or something, and then the bubbles move to the the top of it, and then whatever remains. I don't know. I'm not sure how even someone came up with that idea, or I'm not sure even if they were in computer science field or not. But anyways, the important thing is that we need to uh, we need to do like so that large elements go to the end of the array by swapping with adjacent elements. So we need to start with here, and then swap it with the next one if it's greater than that, and if not, then just leave it that way. So yeah, so basically, first of all, we would need to run. Uh, so it's like taking the turn, right? So let's say 0 turn will compare this, and then if this is bigger, then move. If it's bigger again, then move, and then whatever there is here, that will be compared, and we'll move it like that. So basically, for the loop we have to run, it's like we have to go till the so the basically the turns are 0 for a 5 element array, there are zero turn, there is first turn, the second, and then there is third. And so yeah, so basically the turns will be equal to n minus 2 basically. Yeah, if I'm getting that right. So what we'll have to do is that we'll have to run a for loop which will say turn is equal to 0 and then turn is less than ar dot length. And if we do minus 1, then it will run even less than the length. So first there is, so basically yeah, we are doing less than, so it will run not the length, not the length minus 1, but less than that. So basically that will be like n minus 2, if that makes sense, if you are considering the length of array as n. And then we have to say that int j is equal to 0 and okay, we forgot the 0. J will be less than arr dot length minus turn minus 1. So that will be like, because after okay, so basically we are going till here, and for this inner loop we'll have to minus the turn from it as well, because if it is 0, let's say turn number 0, so then it will go to 5, if let's say if the length is 5, right? So it will go to the 5 minus turn, which is 0 in this first one, and then minus 1, so it will go to that. And yeah, then if we, okay, where am I even writing this? So if the array of j is greater than array of j plus 1, then simply just make a temporary variable, assign the jth value to that, and then assign j plus 1 to j, and assign j plus 1 as temporary. So that will do the job for us, hopefully, but that will print the array in the ascending order. So yeah, let's just say bubble sort array, and then let's say print array. So hopefully that should be how it is, although we will take a look at it obviously. Where is the semicolon expected and we have not given? Line number 25. Okay, my bad. So yeah, that does the job and then prints the elements, like, so there are basically the 1 comes twice, so there is 1 1, then there is 2, then 3 comes twice, so there is 3 3, then there is 4 5 6 7 8. So let's just do this and let's see what happens, right? Because that's what we do. We do try basic shit first, and that works obviously, because that says 87654332111. So we are successful. We just needed to alter the logic of swapping here, and that will basically do the, it will check if the jth element, let's say this one, is less than j plus 1, and then if it is, then it will move it towards the end. So it will keep checking and it will keep moving it towards the end. So the small elements will be moved towards the end and the big ones will eventually come first. So yeah, that was about it for the bubble sort. Now let's just try with, what do we got, with selection sort. So it is int arr. Now let's think about it for a second and then move ahead. So let's comment this out and let's just take a look over here on the selection sort. So basically the logic is that pick the smallest element from the unsorted array and put it at the beginning. So in the bubble sort, we were doing these constantly. So like this will run for n times, this will also run for n times. So it will be the time complexity of big O of n square. So that will be kind of worst or bad, whatever. But here what we are doing is that we are not constantly swapping. We are just finding out the minimum. So let us say that we are running this loop which will start from 0 and it will go till length -1, and it will so we will just assign that let's say the index of minimum position or the minimum element. So index of that will be position of minimum or position, whatever. So first we'll assign that as I, and then we'll run a for loop again, and that will check. So that will basically start from I plus 1, because after I it will start and it will go till the array dot length, and then we'll just check if the jth element is less than minimum position. If it is, then we'll update the minimum position as j, and then we'll just swap it. So we'll just say temp and then minimum position, and the array of minimum position. So I mean the position, this element basically will be replaced with this, and this will also become the temp. So that will be this. So let's say that we have found out that minimum from this iteration. We have found out that minimum was in this array. In this case, where was the case? Okay, my bad. Here, what did I just do? Okay. So here, let's say that we found out that this is the one. Then we'll find it out, give it the minimum position, and then just swap it with the ith one, and then from here we'll start and do the same thing. So it will keep happening like that, and that will sort the array in ascending order. So let us just proceed. We will say int I is equal to 0, and we'll need to run this array dot length length -1, and we'll say I plus plus, and then we'll say int min position is equal to I, and then we'll run a for loop again, and we'll say j is equal to I, plus 1 this time, and j will run till array dot length and j plus plus. So we'll just check here if array dot j is less than array of, it was less than, right, minimum position. Yeah, I think it was less than. So we'll just do that. And after we are done with that loop, we'll do swapping. So we'll just say int temporary variable, which will contain array dot minimum position and array dot minimum position will be assigned with array I. Array dot I will be assigned with temp. So I think that's it. We should be getting clear output with that. Not really sure. Okay. Cannot find symbol. Okay, minimum. It's not post, it's pose. So yeah, it sorted the array. So let us let us just replace this everywhere with, let's say, max position. And if array of j, jth element, if it is greater than max, then we'll just assign that, and then we'll print the array. So hopefully again it should do the job, and it did the job. 87654332211. So good. Okay, let us move on. Okay, after that, there is insertion sort after this. Okay. When did I start? Was it at 10 or something? I'm not really sure if it's already been half an hour. I don't think I started at 10 though. No, I started at like 10 or something. So it has been only 10-20 minutes. Remember to drink water. Keeps you hydrated. I'm trying to drink more water because I just end up forgetting stuff, and then I don't drink enough water. So yeah, let us continue. Let's say public static void insertion sort int arr. Okay. By the way, the instructor told in the class that obviously all these algorithms are good to sort arrays, but at the end of the day, they are taking big of n square time complexity. Same with that one, and same with this one, because again we are learning two for loops. It's just that we are not swapping every time in the for loop, but yeah, it still runs on big of time n square. So we should not spend time in the interview or whatever exam or whatever in these things, and we can just use the inbuilt sorting method that Java provides. But yeah, I think these are good to just build the logic. Although, as you can see, I'm not really fully aware of them since I just studied them this afternoon, and I'm kind of referring to the past code. So yeah, anyways, I think that is fine. I will keep revising these until the concepts are strong enough for me. But yeah, okay. So let us get in the position. So basically, insertion sort is like if you are playing a card game. I don't know, like if you, I usually am not a big fan of card games, but I do play Uno and stuff sometimes. And I actually have an habit to just sort the cards in ascending order, so it's like easier to track. I know some people just like to have like however it's given to them, like there is a ace somewhere and then there is I don't know what do you call it in English, but whatever. So yeah, but I generally like to sort them. And usually, what do we do is that let's say if you have 1, 3, 5, and 4, so you just see the cards and you just keep out the 4 and then you put it where it's supposed to be. So basically, you pick an element from the unsorted part of the array and then place it in the right position in the sorted part. So yeah, it is basically doing that only. And let's say if we are given 5, 4, 1, 3, 2. So in the first iteration, what will we do is that we'll swap 5 and 4 to make no, basically there will be like let's say we are given 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? So 5 will be the sorted part and 4, 3, 4, sorry, 4, 1, 3, 2 will be the unsorted part. So we'll take out an element from the unsorted part, then compare it with the sorted part element and then swap it if it needs to be done. Then we'll have 4, 5 and then we'll have 1, 3, 2. So we'll take out 1 and then compare with 5, compare with 4 and then keep it there. Same with 3. We move it before the 5 and 4 but not before the 1, and then same with 2. At last we do like we move it 5, 4, 3 but not with 1. So that will sort it. And the code for that is here. So it's basically this. So let's just see what it is doing. It is starting. Okay, so it's just starting from I is equal to 1. So we are just not minusing anything and we are going till array dot length. And then the current element we are assigning as the first one or whatever. And previous we are assigning as like I minus 1. So that's the reason like we are doing I is equal to 1. So then we'll see if previous the index, if it is greater or equal to 0, and if the index previous, the element at that index is greater than current. Current is basically the element of ith index, and this is the element of previous index. So what we will do is that we'll just say that array of previous plus 1 is equal to array of previous. So let's say if we were doing this loop, we are running this loop for the first time. So what it will do, it will assign the very first element. Let's say we have this smaller array which is 5, 4, 1, 3, 2. So it will assign 5 in the current variable because that will be no. So sorry. It will assign the first index element. So that is 4, and in the previous it will assign just index of I minus 1. So it will be 0. So if that previous index is 0 and if the element at previous index is greater than current element, then we'll just do previous plus 1 is equal to array of previous. So the value in this value of basically the 0th index element, which is 5, will be assigned to previous plus 1. So that will be just like ith index, I guess, and then we'll just do previous minus minus. So so that we are back on that element, and then we are doing insertion right here, which is array of previous plus 1 is equal to current. Okay, I'm not really sure if I understand that correctly, but okay. So according to this, we'll be previous is equal to 0 right here. So what we'll be doing is that 0 plus 1. So on the first index, we'll be assigning the value to of the second index, and then we'll do previous minus minus. So that will just make previous 0, I guess. No, okay. Okay, so that's kind of interesting because I am not entirely sure about this. Previous is I minus 1. Is it really I minus 1? Or is it like something? I think it is I minus 1, right? So yeah, anyways. But okay, so this is a while loop. So it needs to run. I think it needs to run until the previous index element is greater than the current one. Okay. I think yeah, I'm just doing this for the sake of it, but I think I really should dry run these and just understand the code by writing it out once, because these are kind of tricky, I feel like. And obviously this is just the beginning, so the tricky part will be coming later. And if we are getting stuck right here, then who knows the hell we are going to do next. Okay, but let us just follow that for God's sake, for our sake, I guess. Array dot length I plus plus and int cur is equal to that's a Gujarati exclamation, so that's kind of funny. Arr, arr. Okay, sorry about that. Finding out the correct position to insert. Alrighty. Finding out the correct position to insert while previous is greater than equal to 0 and array of previous is less than current, then only we'll enter these, and we'll say array of previous plus 1, and that will be array of previous. Gracias. Prev minus minus. And then finally we are doing the insertion. We are inserting the element. If you thought anything else other than that, then you are just fucked up in the head like me. No, for your information, I did not think of anything else. Anyways, let us run it and let us see if it is printing the array in sorted fashion. Fashion. It is semicolon here, not comma. Okay, that looks good. Good हैगा जी. Hey yo, it does sort the element. Now, now the question comes: how do we do that in the descending order? So for doing that, we really need to understand this a bit more clearly. I feel like. So, ah, let's say if I was equal to 2, then the current element would have been 0 and 2. Current element would have been 2th index, which will be 1. So, and the previous would be 2 minus 1, which is 4. So basically it was 5 4 3 2 1, and then it will be hopefully 4 5 1 3 2. So right now it will be, let's say, 4 5 1 3 2. So current will be first, for the current will be 1, like value 1, and this previous index index 1, right? Yeah, if it is 2, I is equal to 2, then index is 1. So in this case, previous is greater than equal to 0 and array of previous. So basically here we are saying first index, which is 4. Okay, let me comment it out first. 4 is less than current, which is 1, and which is not the case, Okay, so let me just like start from the beginning. So it is, let's just assume it is 54132. So the current will be holding value 4, and this will be holding the index 0. So at index 0, which is previous in this case, right, that is 5. It is 5, and the current value is equal to 4. So clearly that does not satisfy the condition, right? So then what will we do? We will just say that previous plus 1 which will be index 1 is the current element. Oh fuck, what is this mind fuck? Because this condition is clearly not. Okay, god damn, am I stupid, bruh? Yeah, I am. No, honestly, why? Because see, I was trying to find this logic right here, which would have been if this is greater than this, then do what? Then assign just previous to this, and then do the thing. So basically, by changing this condition, we just printed a descending array anyways. So yeah, that's it, I guess. I spent my time almost doing nothing. But yeah, it is what it is. What can be done? I think I really need to stop doing these sessions in the night, bro. I am just being R word as fuck. Anyways, let's move on to the last one and let's just get this shit done with. And ARR. Okay. I'm telling you guys, today is not just my day because I'm just not feeling it despite doing everything in my power. Anyways, we are down to the counting sort. Low energy, brother. No, brother, let's just keep it up. We've got one more algorithm to do. Alrighty. So, what does counting sort has to say? So, what does it do? So, basically, it maintains. Yeah, basically, it maintains an array called count, and then there is another array called frequency. So that frequency array will be our final sorted array that we'll finally get. So first of all, let's just define a largest variable and assign it the minimum value, and then let's check that which of those two, if it is like the let's basically run a for loop and let's check if the ith index element is larger or the largest that we define as largest. So we'll get the maximum. We'll store it in largest. Basically, we'll update largest with that, and then what we'll do? We'll initialize an array called count, and we'll give it the size as largest plus one. So basically, if okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay, so why do we need to do largest plus one? Like in this case, let's say what's the largest? It's 7, right? So what the fuck? Hey. Okay. My bad. Yeah, this is the thing. So largest here is, let's say, 8. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So here it will be just like the largest is 8, right? Out of among all of these. So according to this logic, where was it? Yeah. According to this logic, we'll do largest plus 1. So uh, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So, but we have 10 elements, right? So, not really sure how's that gonna work. But yeah, we are checking for loop, and we are basically increasing the count of the ith index element. Then we are sorting. So we are saying that j is equal to 0, and I is less than I is equal to 0. I is the counted length I plus plus, and while the count of that count of I basically is greater than 0, we'll do array of j is equal to I, j plus plus count. So we'll decrease the count till it's 0. Then we'll only go if till it the count is 1. So that then it will be just removed. So let's say array of j is equal to what? Is equal to I. So we are just assigning the ith variable, ith index to array of j. So that will be that. And okay, I really don't think I understand this, but yeah. Anyways, let's just write something for it. Let's say largest is equal to integer min value, and yeah for a for loop, I is equal to 0, I is less than length I plus plus. So the largest will be given a title according to what the max of those two come out. So the largest will be the largest among the two, and okay, there is spelling mistake there. So after this, we are just creating a new array and then saying int I is equal to 0 again, and I is getting less than ar dot length I plus plus, and let's just increase the count. So basically what we are left with is the sorting thing. So let's say int j is equal to 0, while j was okay. So we are running a for loop, not something else. So we are saying int, okay, where for int I is equal to 0, I is less than count dot length I plus plus. Anyways, so then we are checking for the while condition. So while count of j greater than 1, do count of I greater than 0. Then we'll do this, I guess. Yeah. So hopefully that should get the job done. I mean, there is nothing, no input from my side. Okay, where is it? 56. 56. And yeah, done. Okay, so I think I really dabbled into sleep right there because I'm not really sure what I just said. Anyways, uh, yeah, that was the thing. We put the semicolon and then let's check again. Okay, so it does sort it. Now we need to figure out some way to do it differently. So, can we do smallest right here instead of largest? Although I'm not really sure about that. Hmm. Okay, so this is the sorting part, but let's just say smallest. Matt.min max. Does that change anything? See, yeah, there is some issue. Okay. Mm. Okay, we cannot make this that size basically. So yeah, basically I feel like we just need to change something in the sorting thing. Okay. Save this. Run it again. Array of j is equal to I. Maybe we can start this loop. Okay, let me see if that works. be -1. Okay. Okay, I minus minus, I guess. Yay! It prints desired result. It says 8765433211. So basically, what we are doing is that wait, 1, 2, 3, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1. So yeah, that is correct actually. So yeah, we'll just start from the behind and then do this. Okay, that is not it. Yeah, so I guess it's done. We have used bubble sort, insert selection sort, insertion, and counting. Hopefully, I will obviously revise them and do everything in my power. But hopefully, we don't have to use these in real life, I guess. But yeah, so I know it wasn't really much of solving and just coding along kind of thing, or like maybe referring to solutions and then coding kind of thing. But anyways, maybe I thought maybe I learned something, maybe I didn't. Who knows? But that's going to be it. Uh, Solution are all kind of same, obviously. So yeah, that is it for today. I think we coded for like 45 minutes or so, maybe. Not really sure. But yeah, it is 11, and if you know me by now, if you have seen any of my videos, my brain really does not work after this time. Although I had to make it work once or twice, but yeah, that is that's quite a great time actually. Okay, so anyways, I am going to stop the recording and upload this. So it is up. By the way, yeah. So okay, I'm not sure. No, I should mention it because I saw it the first time just before I pressed the recording for this video. So yeah, basically there is a new subscriber to our channel, and that is nice. I had 0 subscribers and I had posted 7 videos, and for some reason, the third number video is going really viral. It has like 88 views till now, and other videos are just like 3, 5, 4, 8 views or something like that. And that third number video is going viral, but yeah, whatever. We'll just be uploading every day. We'll keep uploading. And thank you for whoever subscribed to my channel, even though you might not watch it till here, but yeah, maybe I'll just say it in tomorrow's video as well. So if the subscriber, if you are watching that video tomorrow, or at least you are watching the intro of it, the starting part of it, maybe you get to know that I am grateful that you subscribed, and thank you for that. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Signing off. Good night, and yep, bye bye.